Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Florida Gators offense will start this game off. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Running back searching for a hole. Discards a man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it and still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. The Razorbacks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The give to the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Got it set up on the outside. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get into my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. The AT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Number 12, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Caught behind the line. It's Webb. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Makes his connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. They're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Finds his man. It's Abrams.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now on second down. On the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. The Gators are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Fires to the big fella. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. That's reeled in. It's Abrams. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They're going to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Hill. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Running it back, it's Abrams. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got his man down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's moving out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in the script.
Gets away from one, finds some space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Unloads quickly. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Get set, get set.
He'll set up to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. So easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the TD.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Hogs. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. An 84-yard drive there, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On second down, he's looking downfield. A little screen to the running back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it? And a cloud of dust approach, although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense.
He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They're trying to get to it. They've got the screen set up. Nice move to keep running. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Just ran over him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
On the ground, it's Daniels. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And the pass hits, picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Line gets set, 1st down. Power football with the run. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell he gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Scanning the field, it's flagged away. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Abram. Good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're going to ride this running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for space. It's Webb.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it.
Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
They'll test the right side. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on.
Looking for a huge play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gator. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams.
But, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Coming out with it, it's Daniels. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you could run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block, and the returner will be brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got him past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. On the move is the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
This crowd even louder now on 2nd down as they try to hold on. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
Fires on the move. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter.
Set to advance on the football.
And he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
What a play by the defense. I'll tell you, every time that guy gets the ball in space, the entire stadium holds their breath because of his game-changing speed. That is an outstanding job of an open field tackle in a 2-minute situation with the lead.
Nice move to pick up yardage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. On the return, it's Anthony. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. A 1st down for the offense. Well, jet sweep pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. Right back to the well. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for space. It's Russell. And the Razorbacks have a first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to call the game to win it right now. Less than a minute to go. A field goal is going to do it for you. Every time you drop back and throw the ball, you're risking taking a sack. So if you're going to throw it, the ball's got to come out quickly. But I think at this juncture, you'd love to be able to run and give your field goal kicker a chance.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And despite a guy building an ark and gathering 2 of every kind of animal, what he needed was 3 points, and he got it. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always